Bring, bring. I think it's the evil genius police. I believe we have someone on the line. It is, in fact, JerAx. JerAx, congratulations on the win versus Simply 2-Based. How are you feeling?
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you just fine.
All right, fantastic. Feeling pretty good. Overall, the game went kind of the way we wanted it to go. And first of all, we have been in the struggle for a while. So I think lately we have had much better scrims and overall just like grouped up as a team and done so far fantastic the last few days.
So as far as being in the struggles, what has the atmosphere within the team been for the past 2 weeks? Was this kind of an expected we need to rebuild process, or has this taken you guys by surprise how difficult it's been?
I don't think we thought too much about it being difficult. We kind of expected it. I mean, obviously, I come from not playing Dota for a while, so that takes some time. And I'm not gonna say that I'm good at all in the similar form that I've been in the past. And then obviously Igor coming to the team, I would say he's bringing the CIS way of playing the Dota. So I would say there's quite a lot of factors that still need to be honed. And I think we really just we value time over anything right now. And we're not too, even though our expectations are we try to keep it high, we still we understand that this is the situation we're in, and that's all to it. We need some time. That's all.
Of course. And then in regards to you not having played for a while, I'd like to read you a passage from a very wise man. Living in this culture has hit me hard. Thinking about the yearly grind makes me feel apathetic, exhausted, and almost numb. The fact that I even see it this way, you can already feel something is off. That is something that you had written around 2 years ago. What has changed since then?
A lot has changed. I'm not gonna go to everything, but basically back then I wasn't very happy with the way I approached my life in general. I feel like I tunnel vision very much pro gaming and kind of forgot everything else on the way there. And right now my approach has changed quite drastically. So I try to keep things, the very things that I love, try to keep them very close to myself. Even though I play as a pro, and I try to keep it more balanced, probably to simply put it.
Well, hopefully that outlook comes full circle. I'm definitely very happy to see you back in the competitive scene, because I remember reading that retirement statement and I was like, damn, this guy's really going through something right now. So I'm glad that it's turned around for you. I got SVG and Lacoste here with me. SVG, you got any questions for JerAx?
Yeah, I have 2 quick questions. One is, when you came back, I assume, but I can't know, that you were interested in maybe multiple teams. But what about EG really stood out to you? Or if they were the only team you kind of contacted and were super interested in, why were they the highest on your priority radar?
God, there's a lot of thoughts. Let's keep it somewhat simple again. First of all, we come a long way with Bulba in the past. I'm very familiar how he approaches the game, and we kind of like each other's. We always we had no trouble ever really teaming together, and we appreciate very much each other. So that's one thing. I think the other thing is in the past. I was in OG for a very long time, and I had these thoughts on possibly playing with other people. And who stood out for me was Artesian Crit back then. So basically, it's a lot of things kind of lining up for me. And I would say I didn't really consider a lot of other teams going into this process of coming back to playing. I kind of saw a team that I see potential. I see that there are people that might be willing to go the long road into working on things, and not play 2 weeks and feel bad about yourself because JerAx is not doing anything in the games. And then I think they understand the building blocks of the team aspect, and I appreciate that very much in them. And so far so good. At least my expectations, what kind of players they are inside the team have been very close to what I already thought, seeing the outside. So that's been working.
Nice. I also am curious about my experience hearing about you as a player from people who've played with you is that you have a very unique way of viewing the game, and and OG especially built a specific play style. Do you feel like you take a lot of that with you still, and is it in conflict with how the guys on EG view the game, or are you all kind of in the same mindset? I mean, you mentioned that Igor brings a CIS viewpoint. You think there's like too many viewpoints on EG at the moment, or?
Yeah, so we have, I would say that's been our last 2 weeks, and it has probably looked like that in officials as well, that there is a lot of conflicting ideas. And the thing is, like, we kind of struggle to do the one thing right now as a team, I would say. And kind of bringing it together seems to be the hardest thing for us. And I would say, like, we are going, like, for example, these games, we had a much better feeling about it. And I think Pulba has been very vocal about it, how we can do it as a team, and I feel like we have improved very much. About my unique playstyle, yes, I still carry it with me. I would say I'm not really pushing for doing it right now because I think it's gonna mix up with the game. So I'm actually trying to really push myself down a bit with my thoughts and try to focus on the team things, because that's like the highest priority right now for me, so that I get on the same page with my teammates and what they do on the map, and then try to build on top of that. And then I would say after that, it's much more than coming me in the process. Like I'm gonna show myself after that.
You were playing Valorant with pen and tablet. Now that the Dota has added controller option, can we expect something similar from you?
That was a project. I'm still very into that project, but I don't think I'm going back to that. There was just too many conflicting things with like the basic, like the problem is not the pen and the tablet. It's like the keyboard hotkeys have to be changed and so on. Like that's the hardest part. But controller, I've never been a fan, but I could play it with the pen and tablet probably. Like I could play Dota.
So you mentioned that obviously you have not played Dota for a while. When was the last time you started playing? Did you watch TI10?
Yeah, so I watched almost all the playoff games during the summer this year. I had a ambitious project of practicing like Sand King and some heroes, and I was streaming this. That was basically my Dota this year. And then right after TI, I played for like a month of Dota before joining EG. And then it's not been a very long time that I've been playing. So
which of the changes has taken you most by surprise? Are you liking neutral items, no side shop, ags, shards? Do you have any favorites or least favorites?
My least favorite, what comes to my mind? I mean, I don't really like the way the meta is right now. I feel like the hero picks are very limited. I'm not sure if it's teams being tunnel visioning in these things, or they have they have kind of found out what's the thing with the meta. So yeah, that's one thing. I think one thing I was very surprised that people got a lot better in Dota.
Really?
So I think a lot of players, I feel like they have catched up, and I'm kind of scared right now because I feel like I'm lacking. I've never been to these situations. Like there's some snapfires and stuff on the lane, and I don't know these heroes. So I might play the 5th game against a snapfire in my life, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck am I supposed to do here? And we had some scrim with RTZ, played some hero, and I've never played with a hero like that on my lane, and I'm just like very confused. I'm literally asking for help from my teammates. So it can sound like I'm coming from a place that you don't know anything, but at the same time, I feel like I've learned very quickly of like what's the key part, what's the key takes on the patch, and I try to play for my strengths still. So I'm not really. I'm asking for help if I don't know something, like, and that's why my team is very helpful, because they don't judge me by not be playing for a very long time or like coming from the break. Like they don't mind that. They see the long process. Like short term wise, we know that our results are not going to be the best, but that's what we gotta live with.
I think one of your hallmarks on OG was how intuitive you and that team were, and so it doesn't surprise me that you're acclimating quite well. Although I am surprised to hear that you think that people have caught up. Is that just in competitive games, or even in pubs, you feel like the level of skill has improved substantially in the past 2 years?
Everything, I think. I think in pubs, people, especially core players, are very good at imitating what professional core players are doing. The thing is, what I see is lacking mostly in pubs is like team play wise. I feel like people are just very individualistic, and those kind of skills never really get better just playing pubs for some reason. But but yeah, I feel like there's definitely like people have got a lot better. Yeah, that's the feeling I'm having.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to speak to us. I would speak to you for hours, but I'm sure you're a very busy man, and I appreciate whatever insight you were able to provide. Congratulations on the victory versus Simply 2-Based, and looking forward to how EG do with the rest of the season.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me here. It's been a long time, so
yeah,
I really appreciate
actually,
this
if you have anything you want to say to the people who are excited to see you back in competitive Dota, have any shout-outs, please, by all means.
Yeah, so I mean, first of all, like I love fans, and I wish there was more. I wish to get to some offline events to meet them. So that's what I'm very excited for. I also like, I don't know what kind of fans are EG fans, so that's what I'm very looking forward to. And yeah, I mean, I'm really happy in the place where I'm at right now, because it's kind of an opportunity to do it again. And I never really thought of it being a possibility again, but it was. So I'm here right now, and hopefully there is gonna be successful moments for our team and me and everybody being part of this journey. And let's see where it takes.
That's wonderful to hear, man. And let me tell you, I'll vouch, North American fans are among the best in all of Dota, of course, so you've picked a good place to call your new home. So thanks again for taking the time to talk to us, and we'll see you again later.
Thank you.
That's right, the legend himself, JerAx.
What a guy.
What a guy. I'm so happy that he was able to talk to us, because